We're here with Marie Planchard, the Director of Education from Dassault Systems SolidWorks Corp. Marie is here with one of the sponsors of the festival. Marie, why is Dassault Systems here today?
Dassault Systems is part of this festival because this is where we need to be. Our customers are demanding students with skill sets in science and math and engineering. It's part of who we are as a global company, and to be able to participate and have students experience our 3D tools live on the mall in Washington is fantastic.
How are students using DS tools like Catia in the classroom?
Students use our tools, a variety of tools, from an early age all the way up to college and university. Younger students start out with tools like 3D VIA that they can experience through the web, or DraftSight, which is a drafting product that they can download for free. And then they can grow and become part of our other tools like SIMULIA and Catia and SolidWorks and ENOVIA, and all those tools combine together to give students at a college level the tools and experiences that they're going to need in industry.
What kind of programs has DS put in place to help enable young people to get energized and excited about engineering?
Well, I'm really excited you asked me that question. You know that First Robotics is here on the mall with Dean Kamen and some of the teams. I've been fortunate to be a judge at Nationals for 3 years in a row, and it's filled with so much excitement. This year, we're introducing a series of video tutorials that students can download. They get to download the robot, whether they're using Lego components or the NXT controller, or they're using the larger robots, the big 300-pound robots for FIRST. They can download tutorials and learn how they can design a robot safely.
Do you have any specific stories on student successes? You know, is there a specific story of a student group you've worked with, or a school or something that's implemented a program and seen some kind of success metric or some kind of interesting anecdotal story about that?
Certainly, I'd be happy to share that with you. One of the best projects I have worked on personally is to be involved with SAE International. This is an organization from the time kids are in high school all the way up through the college and university level, become part of designing a vehicle. Here, these students are trying to see the next generation of vehicle design, what they can introduce. And all of our brands across all of our schools and universities worldwide are involved in these competitions. And that's what makes it so exciting. I've had students come up directly from an event, and they can say to us, because of you, because of your software tools, I went on an interview and I got a job. That's what we're all about, is helping these kids start their career.
As Director of Education, I would think that you kind of sit back and look at this whole mass of potential engineers, and students make choices. They decide, I want to become an engineer someday, or I want to try something different. What is it? How do you reach out? How do you try to appeal to people that are maybe making that decision between, do I do something that might be a little bit challenging, or do I do another career that might make more sense to me?
Well, for us, we start when they're very young. We can't afford to wait till high school. We want to push things down into elementary and also to middle school. And there, we really want to concentrate on making math and science fun. Engineering as a name really isn't sexy. People don't have the pizzazz in their household. And we want to show that with good math and good science competencies, you can have a fun time and you can do anything.
So, Marie, what kind of career opportunities are people getting set up with as a result of using science and engineering, using products like the ones that DS makes?
What's so different is I can tell a young student, what if you were able to go into Walmart, pick up a shampoo bottle that's made by Procter & Gamble and feel that and experience that virtuality in 3D, and perhaps feel the fan blowing as you walk by, that you can experience that. And to be able to tell students how their programs in engineering can translate into a profession that they could be a great designer, that they can be a great engineer working in the electronics industry, perhaps making the next iPad or iPod. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah. What about, and I think that's something you bring up, and I think DS does such a great job with it. Why is it important to abstract some of the low-level detail of engineering? What does that enable people to do if they understand that the lower-level things are taken care of for them?
You talk about potential energy and kinetic energy, and they all have formulas. And sometimes kids don't get the formula, and students struggle with these mathematical equations. And when they're thinking, when they're being creative, they just want to get their ideas down. They want to get their ideas to share. And the tools, these tools have made the drudgery of those calculations easier.
So one of the things that we've talked about before is the importance of diversity in engineering. Obviously, with the engineering makeup, the composition of engineers in general, that population, we're changing a bit. How do we continue to increase the diversity that we see in the engineering community?
I want to help encourage young girls, and I see young girls that want to use their energy to talk about design, to be able to change the world. And for those young women, we introduce curriculum and projects that perhaps might not be as traditional as cars and airplanes and boats, but introduce ideas of sustainable design with a wind turbine, or introduce looking at biomedical type projects and nanotechnology. There's a fantastic video with the National Institute of Health that was done with 3D VIA on just dental hygiene. If a young girl can see that she could be instrumental in explaining to people using our 3D technology how to help her community, how to help her family, that I think is fantastic. And she can take that and grow to become a biomedical engineer. Our goal is to give young women curriculum that excites them into the fields of science and math, and hopefully gets them into the fields of engineering. We want girls to feel just as comfortable with these designs by providing them the curriculum and tools that if they have an idea in their head and they want to share it with somebody, we're there.
Well, thank you very much, Marie, for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and we look forward to seeing more exciting things from DS, both here at the festival and beyond.
That's great. Come back and see me at 1365. I'm going to change my clothes and go have some fun doing engineering.
Nice.